Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Uh-huh. Yeah. I need to get we just sorry folks, we're discussing something. We need to just get a title sequence where like it says VIP room begins in and has a countdown. I've done it a few times, but if we make something and then whenever we open it, set it to 1 o'clock. That looks more professional too for the people that are going to come in and notice it. Nope. Oh, yep. No, you're on it. Hey, Adam. Walter, how are you? Anybody make money on PanW? I see Adam made some QCOM, Spot, UNM. Hey, Earl. Gary, PanW. Was that the S&P stock? PanW? Is that the inclusion stock? SMCI, that's what it is. You mean Paul Pelosi, Jim. It's always Paul. He's the master investor. Yep. Yep, no problem. Just getting started a little bit later today. Not a big deal. Let's see. Yeah, Mondays are always interesting. You found it, Roger? Cool. Did we get any bad weather? Actually, we had a lot of lightning
We did.
Saturday.
We did. We did. Good morning, everybody.
Had a
Hey,
house catch on fire in my neighborhood.
Take this. Let me share my screen real quick here. Hope everybody's doing well. Jeffrey, Patty, Karen. Let's go to screen 6. Let's do this. Let's do that. I wanted to show you guys something. Good morning, Richard. So, oh, why is it so difficult? Okay, there we go. Can you see my screen, Matt?
Yep.
Okay. So I wanted to show you something. This is really cool. And you know, I always tell people, if there's a will, there's a way, right? If there's a way, if there's a will to do something, There is a way. You know, we get complaints. Oh, I'm in Canada. I can't follow the green arrow. I have to wake up 2 hours earlier. I don't know how to select the option. Blah, 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 blah. I got an email from somebody right here. I don't want to share his email, but I assure you, I didn't make this up. His name is Patrick, and he's from Europe. He doesn't live here, and in Europe, you have to trade spreads, not shares. So he's got to wake up at a crazy hour or trade in the evening, right? He can't trade. He can't trade options. So this guy's like tied with two. Like his arms and legs are both tied in, right? He's not in the U.S. like everybody else. He doesn't have an account with Schwab. So this is
CFDs, right? Contract for difference.
He did. So I want to show you this, Matt. I want to show you this. He gave me permission to share this with you. Okay. So this is his results from the trading pit. And I did not edit his email at all whatsoever. I just sent my response to him here, but I asked him and he said it was okay. He's in the trading pit. Okay. Along with a lot of you folks. He took from January 1st to February 29th. He took, and we had more than this, but he took 77 trades. He currently has 5 open. He closed 72, winning trade 63, 9 losing. He has an 87.5% win rate. Okay. He's not a professional trader. He's not a professional trader, and he has an 87.5% win rate with an average win of a 93 and an average loss of 173. Now, it's a big loss, but look at the win rate. Average size is this. Remember, you have to convert this. This is just go with the big picture here. His account appreciated. He's not trading options. He's trading the underlying. In 2 months, his account appreciated 22.16%. Okay. Started with $5,000 in November, shipped some losses November, December. He was just, he's getting going, this, that. Account. Oh, Patty, there you are. There it is. I'm the culprit. I exist in real life. There you are. Here, let me, there you are. Hello, hello. There you go. Say hello to everybody. So I just want to read this to you. This is really great. Real account bounced back from 4,600 to 6,100 since January 24th. That's an increase of 32% from the drawdown. The key have picked up since joining the trading pit in November of 2023. If a stock is increasing while underlying market is increasing, if a stock is breaking down, yeah, that's right, relative strength, divergence. If a stock is holding up while the underlying market is going down. Gee, kind of stuff I teach you guys. Do not trade with stop loss. This was a massive change for me. I always believe in having a safety net, but rather implement analysis. This is exactly what I do. Trust your market analysis is a safety net. This is why I'm live twice a day with you guys and correlate with bond market. And what's really cool is we got a little thing here showing all the trades that happened, which was really great, and how much money was made, and notes saying what happened and why. Weakest stock on sector, strongest stock on sector. The person followed my instructions to a T. I can't believe actually somebody actually listens to me. But you guys get the point. It's very good for her. But you guys get the point that I'm making. You guys get the point that I'm making. By the way, it's not the right before that one I probably get 10 to 15 a week just like it. The reason I wanted to show this one to you is this, because this person was not in a local time zone. It's not even in the USA. They don't even have access to US traded products, and they're able to make it work. Remember that story I keep telling you over and over again when Arnold Schwarzenegger went to the army and there was no gyms, there was no barbells? He made it work. If people want something bad enough, they make it work. That's the point. So that's the point of this. Not talking about the result. The point is somebody who's not on a local time zone, somebody who's not in the US, somebody who does not have access to all the tools, and somebody who's not even trading this, who's trading a proxy of the asset, made it work. That's what gets me so, not just to make it work. The numbers that we saw here, that could get you past. If you showed those numbers through a firm, like a prop firm, they would take you in like this, like that, with those numbers.
Yeah.
Listen to what Matt just said. Yeah. All right. That's right. So first of all, the trading pit is the coolest thing since sliced bread. We're going to be raising the prices finally. It's only taken 2.5 months, but it's finally happening. I'll be talking about that later today in about 49 minutes. 95% win rate. Yeah, baby. Who made money on Pan W? McDonald's maybe over the weekend? Hmm? That's right, Cyrus. That's true. I'm never taking that away from absolutely. All right, all right. Keep Matt busy. Keep posting winning trades. So on top of that, extra cheese on the Big Mac, right? With the McDonald's. All right, good. What about Pan W? Too expensive of an option for you guys? Who made money on Pan W? All right. Good, good. I'm happy to hear that. All right, so let's talk about today. Let me share my up. I'm already sharing my screen. Good. They're holding out on me, Matt. They're doing what they always do. They hold out on me. All right.
Sorry, they're keeping me busy.
That's what I want. I want them to keep you busy. 5 for 5 today. Whew. Get that to you know who. All right. Oh, I'm excited. I had a lot of rest this weekend. I'm watching Apple and Hershey's for shorts. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why they're on my screen. I actually gave you Apple around here to people in my pit. I said Apple's could continue going down a little bit, and it is. David says, I live in Thailand for 2 months at a time. There's 16-hour time difference. I make it work multiple ways using limit orders and such. Yes. David made money on Pan W. Patty says, I've been trying to master trading for 25 years. It's a tough gig. Yes, it is. Nice. Get to all those, Matt. Those are terrific feedback. We're going to try, Randy. We're going to try to beat it. But revenge trading is not healthy. Good. All right. So let's looks nasty. This Hershey's looks nasty. Okay, let's talk about trades now. So to start things off, and by the way, please, if you guys get a chance, watch the morning video, the live stream. I keep wanting to say video, but it's not a video; it's a live stream. Calendar. Randy, it's not a good. I'm just being honest with you. It's called revenge trading, and it never leads to anything good. I'm just being totally straight up with you.
Never.
It doesn't lead to anything good. But I'm not done with AMD. I still want to bracket it, not because of revenge. Oh, good bread. Look at the bread. VRT. Good. Okay, so we're gonna have a busy week. Earnings, not so much. I sent you guys this morning a list. It was on the YouTube channel. If you did not get it there, I'll give it to you right now. Might as well, since we're all here together. Got a lot of energy today. I'm excited about this. Okay. Here you go. These are all the earnings, the big earnings for this week. Be mindful of the following crowd. That can impact networks and software. And chips have been really knocking it out of the ballpark, but there's other parts to technology, others outside of chips. So networks, you got Oracle, you got Cisco, you got CrowdStrike, you got PanW, you got Microsoft. So please be mindful, be very, very mindful of tomorrow. Tomorrow, very, very mindful, okay? Because you got CrowdStrike and you got a retail and a network stock. I remember Target about maybe 2 years ago came out with numbers. They were grossly under, the market really did not like it. So it's not always the market cap, it's the reverberation on other sectors and other stocks. And hey, if Target's doing this, what about Walmart? Oh, what about, Wednesday we got Chinese company. Jury's out on this one. Campbell's Soup on Wednesday. This has a big impact on consumer staples sector. Please be mindful of that. On Thursday, you've got Costco. That's a stock that's been rocking and rolling. You've got Marvel, again, software. Is this a chip stock or just a tech stock?
Marvel.
I don't remember. You got AVGO. This is a communication stock, and nothing on Friday, which is fairly typical. Um, I don't think after Thursday,
Semiconductor.
semiconductor. Yeah, I thought so. I just didn't want to I didn't want to make an ass out of myself. Yeah, AVGO is a big one. I know Jack Carter likes to do options on it. As a courtesy reminder, just be cautious with AVGO options, spreads, income. Just he's way beyond smart. He knows all that stuff, but just in case you guys get into a habit of doing the same thing, please be careful of this stock. And Costco, same thing that I just said about Target. Costco, Home Depot, Target, those retailers can really reverberate the market in terms of the data. Okay. So don't just say, oh, it's one company. Don't think robotic, like in isolation. Retail, because people can relate to retail. It's if somebody comes on internet and says, "Oh, Tesla's doing this," a lot of people can't relate to that, but people can relate to Target. People can relate to Costco and Home Depot. The average Joe can relate to that. So, and when a bunch of retail traders get together, they can have a significant impact. What usually happens is the hedge fund, they know, or the institutional trader knows where the stop is really, really well. And what they do is they'll just they'll create a domino effect where they'll do 20% of the work, but 80% of the impact will get to the retail trader. Like it's kind of like walking past and just boom, hitting somebody on the back, and they don't know you, and then they start a fight with the guy next to you. Next thing you know, everybody's fighting. It's kind of like that, and you just keep walking like nothing happened. I mean, you've seen movies like that, Charlie Chaplin movies, whatnot, comedies, but that's kind of like what institutional traders do. A lot of folks believe that institutional traders just come out and just and just do all the work. They don't. All they do is they just get close enough to get you guys involved. You understand, or us, all of us involved. So I hope that makes sense. So we've got a fairly busy agenda. Notice this morning, 3 Fed speakers spoke. Not one of them mentioned timing. Not one of them mentioned timing. In other words, nobody talked about May, March, September. They all said it's not going to happen until it's time for it to happen. It's working, but there's a lot more work to do. So the what's baked into the market right now is summer, fall. I'm stretching by saying fall, but it's already being baked into the market. I'm now thinking fall. Okay. If we start pushing the can till 2025, it's going to cause problems with the bond market because the bond market's getting nice and happy that interest rates are going down, which is why it's not going, which is why bonds are trying their hard to go up instead of down. So just and I'm going to talk about that, Carrie. I'm going to talk about XRT. That's on my list. Actually, I think it is. Pretty sure it is. I know I talked about it this morning, so maybe it's not on my list, but I did talk about it this morning. I did talk about it this morning. But yeah, XRT is definitely something to watch, especially right now with all of the retailers coming out with earnings. Yeah, I am not considering the election 1%. 1% in anything I say or do. And my win rate has been 95%. So go ahead. You guys put the election into perspective. Do you see the problem there? Elections can blind you. Like, okay, last week when we were long AMD, short AMD because of those options, it I can talk, yeah, Patty, I can talk about AMD. We got out of AMD because I think AMD is going a little higher, and I want to put a closer in the money spread and take a nice juicy premium from it when I think it's going to go down, and couple that with a really far out of the money iron condor. So I want to go further out, but I don't want to go deeper in the money, not so far out. So it's going to go lower, but I want to time it right. It's got plenty of time. Oh, I mean lower, lower. Yeah, I mean lower, lower, like lower, 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 lower. So right now it's just consolidating. I'm talking lower, lower. Matt and I are paper trading a futures S&P 500 system, but and it's unfortunately we've been paper trading it for 3 days and we only had 1 day of signals. It doesn't hit enough, but we're trying to make it work further. Yeah, we'll talk about that too, Michael. We'll talk about that too. So I wanted to kind of give you the lay of the land right now. The bond market, let me grab my other screen. The bond market is, notice, just complacent, again, sitting between the moving averages, just not really doing much, but it is going up, not down. That's telling us interest rates are going lower. That's partly fueling the rally we've seen in the QQQs. Let me look at AMD real quick. Yeah, I wouldn't call this going down. The stock is up right now, $6. That's not going down. It's not going down. Let's wait for it to peak out, and then we'll start writing options on it. Um, okay. So let me just go to the SPY. Here's the SPY. The channel continues to develop right here. I think over the next few days we're going to see this type of trading action, or a little kind of random trading action with not a lot of bias. I think we may get some volatility towards the end of the week because we're going to see Powell speak, and I think Powell is going to do everything possible to suck out the air out of the potential rate, um, the rate drop this year. I think we're now going. I think the can is going to get kicked towards December, and if that happens, and if the can gets kicked to December, that's going to put us in a position where it's going to disappoint some market participants. We're still going to be in a position where it's kind of like, um, yes, you're still getting your bike. You're still getting your bike. 1 second, folks. 1 second. Uh, that was my get out of Qualcomm with a profit alert that I just sent you. We got in at 167.10. We got out at 167.60. We were in the position for a total of, we got in 11.19. We got out at 12.24. Now it's at 60.53. Any complaints, objections? Anything negative? Tell me how much you guys love the trading pit. That's what I want to hear. We'll have two speaks this week, so something is cooking big. Surprise. We took money on Qualcomm, Pan W, and some of you took money on the McDonald's overnight trade. Love the pit. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let me know if you made money on Qualcomm. Vivek, 10%. Hey, 10% in an hour? What are you going to say? All right, so we're done with Qualcomm. I'm still looking at Spotify, by the way. 8%. Good. Okay, so Jerome Powell, Jolt's report is going to be quite kind of interesting. Jobless claim is going to be a nothing burger. This is going to be the big report. It's going to happen on Friday. I am expecting some volatility later on in the week. Expect some choppiness, which will give us an opportunity to trade both sides of the market, but we're going to have to find stocks that are on their own because the market is sure as hell not helping us. All right, so let's go through our list. And remember, Matt's going to post a link. We're going to talk about the pit and update you guys with all the juicy trades we've done. Just give Dave another note here. Okay, there we go. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, very light trading action. Volume is light, not a lot right now. So we're gonna have to be very careful. Okay, let's start. I hope you guys are ready. We're going to, oh, there's my alert right there. It crosses up above 50. That's it. See, Matt, I'm becoming dangerous. I'm starting to use my alerts more.
No boy.
Oh boy, no stopping me. Yeah. This is that channel on the S&P. Remember, we drew it up to here. I extended it, and look where it stopped right there. So I'm expecting a couple of more downside, a couple of more down, like kind of like this, kind of like this, kind of like this, a little bit of downside, and then probably more upside. But again, expect the two-sided markets maybe till tomorrow. But then I'm expecting buyers to start coming in. Okay, unless something wacky happens. Now, I don't like the fact that Google is sitting at the 200-day moving average. That's a top five stock. I don't like the fact that Tesla. I don't like the fact that Tesla is not near all-time highs. I don't like the fact that Apple is breaking down. Yes, sir. iPhone, yes. The answer is yes. He's asking me for day trading what expiration you should be using, and I post the answer is yes. Ooh, look at Wes. Why didn't you get filled on Qualcomm? I get the hell. You better get that. Well, you're not too late, Wes. It's not really going anywhere. Yeah, you could stay in it. Feel free to stay in it. Let me actually post that. All right. Wes, you must hate my trading pit program. I know. You must. It must be the worst investment you've ever made. Yeah. So, an Apple. So when you see top FANG stocks doing this, it's not good. It's not good. It's very bad. It's not consistent with what I've seen in the market. The top stocks always lead. Always lead. I don't like that. I don't like that. And then one other thing that's interesting also, but now contradicting that point. Oops. Contradicting that point. That's a good one. That's a good one, Vivek. I like that one. Uh, the energy sector. We've been talking a lot about the energy sector. Typically, the energy sector gears up when economy expands, not contracts. So I think the energy sector is starting to gear up for some widening, broadening market. There's two things that can happen, folks. Two things that can happen. Actually, there's three things that can happen. The large caps like Apple and Google, they can start leading once again. I'm not seeing that. Earnings are behind us, and those stocks have been leading for a while. The fact that they're not leading is a huge fundamental shift for those stocks as of right now. They've taken back seat to chip stocks. Okay, that can continue for a while. I prefer it wouldn't, but it can continue for a while. So you've got Tesla, Google, and Apple not in the lead anymore. That's not good. It's not good at all. Okay. Let me just check something here real quick. So I'm concerned. I'm very concerned because I'm seeing so much contradictory evidence. So there's three things that can happen. The large cap FANG stocks can start leading again. That's the first thing. The second thing, the second thing that can happen is the broad market can start catching back up because right now it's not a very broad market rally. There's a few sectors that are grossly over overleading. So the broad market can come back up, which that could happen. And third, the the rest of the stocks can start following the Googles and the Apples. That would be the third. So there's really three scenarios that I'm seeing right now. They're pretty broad scenarios, but that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay. Um, be careful. Don't. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I know VIX is still down, but please, 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 please be careful. Please be careful. Gold taking off at a double top. I send you a Matt. Did you see what I sent Telegram? I know you take off for the weekend. You're like a dead man, but especially this weekend, you were in your hyper. You were doing your manly stuff.
I said camp.
Yeah, the camp. He was at camp this weekend. Don't ask. Camp. Here, let me show you what I was talking about. Here, look. Check this out, Matt. Gold is making all-time high. U.S. debt is over 34 billion. Consumer sentiment the weakest since March of 2020. Apple stock and now Google stock breaking below the 200-day moving average or breaking down. Nvidia above $800 and 2 trillion market cap, first time in history. S&P gaining 20% in the last 4 months. Close to 500 stocks making a 3-month high and 10 stocks making a 3-month low. The last 16 out of 18 weeks have been green for the S&P. You see how you got the good and the bad? It's like you have extremes. You have polar extremes.
Uh,
Uh
the gold doesn't make any sense.
you guys could hear me, right? It's just Debbie who can't hear me, right? Debbie says she can't hear me. You guys could hear me, right? Everybody else can hear me? Yeah. It's on your end, Debbie. Unmute your computer. Okay. Can you tell me, Matt, did earnings already come out on Celsius Holdings, CELH? Thank you, Mary.
Uh, yeah, they came out on the 29th.
Okay. 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 Let's add the stock to our radar, shall we? Okay. Let me can't speak today. Let me go ahead and do the shorts first, okay? David, that's not true. I remember back in 2000 when gold was at $280, $280 an ounce. Changes value. Like everything else, a commodity. Ooh, look at Rado. Go ahead and grab that. Rado, you're getting some good ideas. Got to start charging you for this. Just messing around with you. Okay, let's do our short side first. Etsy. Etsy looks like it can come down all the way to about the 66 level. Etsy's been looking weak. And remember, retailers are in earnings right now. So Etsy's got some more downside. I would use the 15-day EMA because it's very hard to find a stop placement. So I would probably go right around here. 72, say. We would look at puts, not calls, since we're looking to the downside. I think I would go 11 days out to the 73 delta, which would put us squarely at the 72 strike price, which is 3 strikes out of the money. Look at that. Imagine that. Just look at your delta. You won't make a mistake. Okay, next one. You guys remember this one from a few weeks ago? We took a short and we made money on it, and then we got out. Well, this was in the trading pit, but I don't remember for sure, but I think we got out like right here. Well, it's breaking down again, and look at it today. Very list. Yeah, exactly, Adam. It's back. And look at the daily intraday. Excuse me. Beautiful. Look at the daily. Look at the daily and look at the 5 minute. Oh, wait a minute. They're both daily. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. They actually, I'm not such an idiot. They actually look quite alike. That's the 5 minute and that's the daily. Look at that. Nice downtrend, nice downtrend. No bouncing up. No monkey business. No bouncing up yet. The stop would go right above this area. Yes, exactly, Adam. Exactly. Right here, it would be my stoppish. I don't give you the exact number. I give you an area, if you will. So mid 69s, we would go 11 days out till March 15th expiration. We would go, let's see. Yeah, the gap all the way till right here, till 59.87. Thank you for DB Cooper for that. I appreciate it. It's going to be a nice, fun turnaround play, too. This stock really moves. It's a fun stock to trade. It trends pretty well for those who are new here. Never had too many problems with this stock. And same thing with Pan W, by the way, except it's now getting expensive. We can go either or right here, somewhere either 68 or 68.50, expiring March 15. I'd probably go with the 72 delta, which would put us at 68.50 put. And it's pretty tight too. Oh, let's continue. Para. Ooh. Look at the daily and look at the intraday. That's what you want. That is what you want. But Roger, it already moved. Yes, and what about here? What about I don't care. Even look, even when it consolidated, it didn't like run away from us or anything, right? Still trading below the moving average. I would put a stop right here at this pivot at 1209. The stock can go down some more. It really can. Options should be pretty cheap on it too, if I had to if I do say so myself. 82 delta. Look at the spread. Literally 1 cent. 1 cent. By the way, did any of you guys take Spotify? I gave you Spotify as a bonus. I said if I wouldn't be long Qualcomm, I'd be long Spotify. It went from 266 to 267.67 since I've been talking. I just noticed it. I just noticed that I gave it to you in the pit. If you're not in the pit, you should be in the pit. Oh, Matt has the numbers. Cool, Adam. Nice, nice. Oh, good, 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 good. It's no fun when I'm the only one picking them out. Nobody else is taking. All right, so yeah, we got the 82 right here, the 11 puts, 11 put. And Angie says I got to learn enough to get in the pit. Well, every call I've made today, whether bonus or not, has made money in the pit, which is 3 or 4. Okay. Apple. Look at that. Look at the downtrend. And then look at intraday. The stop would go right there. 177.38. Yeah, Jim. Yeah. We talked about Para before. We often repeat the same stocks, which means we're on the right track. We stock them. Yeah, Vivek, you're right. Join the pit to make money. Go ahead and repost that too. Well, you guys will be able to tell everybody about it when we go live in about 20 minutes. Right here, 76. Nice iPhone. Look at iPhone. Got to watch that iPhone. 76 Delta, 177.50 put, March 15th expiration on Apple. Still valid, still good to go. Can't believe I'm talking about Apple in short in the same paragraph. Isn't that freaky? It's weird. Freaks me out. Hershey's. I'm going to skip this one for now, especially with consumer staples reporting. I'm going to skip this one for now. Yeah, probably for the best. Pfizer saw it going down again today. Look at that. We remember I said this morning, ouch. I said this morning that healthcare stocks aren't as strong as they were last couple of weeks. And I think I gave you one. Well, Humana is one. UNH is one. Actually, let's look at them. Humana. Look at Humana on a daily. Humana's one. UNH is one. And Pfizer. This is the one that's on our pick today. Yeah, Cyrus, can you believe that? It's nuts, man. Um, 2710. 2710 would be the stop loss. We would go to puts, we would go to March 15th expiration. We would go to the 74s delta. That's a 2650 puts. Now, with me doing this every single day, you should have absolutely zero trouble picking options for the pit because this is me doing it for you and showing you exactly how it goes. Anthony says, as Apple goes, so goes the market. What's with the market? Well, that's a good question. I think that's the $2 trillion question, Anthony. Philip Morris. Philip Morris also. Big breakdown, not in a hurry to jump up. Look what happened when it hit the VWAP, bounced right below it. Stop at around the 40 and a half level. We're going to the 81 delta, March 15th expiration, 4050 put. I do have your backs. I completely have your backs. And if you don't believe me, ask Matt. He will tell you. I always have your best interest in mind. Here's Triple M. I like it for a swing trade a lot, but I don't like it for a day trade because it's moving back up. One of the reasons is because the markets are so low volume today. Here, look. Look at the volume on the SPY, 16 million. We've been trading half the day. We're at 16 million. The average is about 76, 77. It went down from 83 from a few months ago. Okay, let's continue. So Pfizer, did I think I gave you already. I already gave you Pfizer, Triple M. I'll give you a swing for this. 11 days out, March 15th expiry. Everything is March 15th unless I stated otherwise. 76 Delta. Most of the options today actually have pretty good spreads. 93 put. And last but not least, easy place to put a stop loss here. 75.45. I don't, Lance and I are like two different, like apple and oranges. You know what I mean? Like we're very different. And that's the beautiful thing about trading. It's like dancing, you could, or listening to music or playing music. You could be, one guy could be playing jazz, the other guy could be ripping up heavy metal. It's beautiful music. It's just different ways of doing it. That's the market doesn't have any rules. You have to make your own rules. Thank you, Cyrus. 75.20 is the stop loss level. I would even encourage you to go a little higher because volatility looks like it's kind of high up. Clyde favors me, Cyrus, since I feed him. Wink, wink. We're near the we're near the VWAP. You may want to see if we get a little kickoff to VWAP like I show you on those pictures of the SPY all the time, like this. See how the SPY hits the VWAP and bounces off, hits the VWAP and bounces off, kind of like that. This is Tavo. This is TC 2000. And a minute ago, this is Thinkorswim. And I've got a bar chart here as well. I got a little bit of everything. I need a lot of tools. The option here would be the March 15th expiration CHRW, March 15th, 11 days out, 70 delta, 72.50 strike price. Okay. Yeah, it's TC 2000. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have a VWAP class. I just have to schedule it. So now let's talk about the long side. Let me switch this to calls. And I'm not going to be very long. I don't have a lot of longs. So first off, Morgan Stanley starting to come up. I would put a stop right here, about 87. We would go 11 days out till everything is March 15th, unless I say otherwise. We would go to the 75 delta, which would be the 88 calls on Morgan Stanley. Hims, this is an online company that sells supplies like Viagra, hair supplies to grow your hair. They've become very popular lately, and looks like their earnings were great. I would put a stop at around 12, and I like the stock a lot today, by the way. Don't know if you could tell, but I do. Look how the intraday is moving. Look at daily. It had earnings, it digested the earnings, and it decided to go up again. That's very strong. Stop. Yeah, there you go, Adam. 1250, 1255, March 15th expiration, 74 delta, 13 calls. Nice 5-cent strike right here. 13 calls, March 15th expiration. David, I'm going to have to share that with everybody. It's funny. Very funny. Hymns. My favorite bank. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to post Wells Fargo there in the chat. Wells Fargo, although I'm not happy with this, so let's forget about Wells Fargo. eBay. eBay. Again, gapped, digested, moving up. Retail, industrial. I mean, the fact that industrials are expanding is good for retail. 46.80 is the stop. 11 days out. We're going to 72 strike price. Every stock today, Matt, has a good spread. You know that? We haven't been unlucky today. 47 is the strike price. Oh, I like this stock. Right here, 32.36 is your stop loss level. It's an infrastructure stock. I'm really heavy on infrastructure right now. 74 delta, March 15th expiration, 31 calls. I like the stock. I think it may go up another leg up. I would put a stop at 118.97. I would look at 11 days out till March 15th. I would look at a 70 delta of 120 call. Notice I'm just going to the delta. It's easy, guys. It's not complicated. Trex. Look how it's holding up today. Really well. Stop loss right below that pivot at 90, 12-ish, low 90s. March 15th expiration, we're going to an 88 strike price. First time today. I spoke too soon. Shitty spreads. Shitty spreads. You can get a good spread here, I guess, 95, but I like this one. So I would work this order. I would start at the bid and go midway, probably get about $7.58 if you choose to do so. MKSI. Market instruments right here. Nice stop. Look at these three levels right here, Matt. Right here. Nice support right there. Stop would go right there, 117.50. 11 days till expiration, March 15th. Don't overstay your welcome. 3 days, no soup, get out. 82 delta, strike price of 120, and the options are crap. Another one that I like, this stock is moving very much like that stock I gave you earlier, HIMS. This stock and this stock, they have that in common, and I like them both. I would put a stop loss at about 75-ish. You see these big bars? You want to go about 60% above the low. That's a good place to keep your stops here because you got to figure if it loses more than 50% of this bar, it's toast. So about 74, high 73s. You want to go 11 days out, March 15th, CELH, and you'll go to the 70. Look at that. You'll go to the 79 strike price call. And that's all I've got for you guys. Matt, go ahead and do seasonality and please post the link. I'm going to be live talking about the pit. And it's time to raise prices, folks. It's time to, I've proven myself several times. I've proven the value of the program. It's time to do something exciting now. And we'll be talking about a lot of these trades. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Matt, make sure you finish before 1 so they can move over to the other room.
Yep.
See you guys soon. Thank you, Adam.
All right. March 4th. Here is your seasonality. We have the long side on your sectors. It's pretty uneventful. No profit factors worth looking at. No accuracy looking good either. You move it to the short side. You also have just nothing. Profit factors are all gross. So specifically this right here, which means that the risk reward on any of these trades is not there. So we ignore them. They're not ready yet. On 10-day hold, we're just hanging around in the middle still. So again, seeing all the same things. Just not much there. This might be one of the lower numbers I've ever seen on the long side. It's 77, 76. I mean, that's pitiful. And what you do have, it's really jumbled. So nothing to read there on the long side. Smallest, largest. 179 on the short side. That's a little bit better. But a lot of these profit factors I'm seeing are not good. There's the top of the list. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of trends today. Usually I have a lot more to say, but it's just not really looking great. P car might be interesting. Check it out here. It's probably a little overdone, but P car on a 10-day hold looks good, and P car on the chart looks like a decent long. It's probably the one I would take. Because everything else just looks horrible. Look at this one. Yeah, the 1250 was HIMS, HIMS. Right here. MO, that's probably a pretty good short too. Yeah, that looks like a great short. Is 5 days bad? I don't know what you mean by that. You have 5-day hold and 10-day hold on the software. They're both useful. Oh, is the 5-day graph is bad? Yeah, it was pretty. This is it right here for this week. Yeah, it was just not much. Not much going on. It's a lot of chop. Excuse me. All right, folks, I'm out of here. It's really not much today. Hopefully, I'll have more tomorrow. Here's the link again. Uh, I'll try. I don't know. I found it. There it is. I don't remember who asked me for that, but there's that list again. I think it was Michael. Thanks, Michael. All right. That'll do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow, folks. Roger, see you in 3 minutes. Bye.